Hello, hello, everybody. Good afternoon. Hello, hello. May I have your attention, please? Hey, everybody. We're going to have our first poetry pause. Our first poetry pause. We would like to bring to the stage Professor Dr. Jim Anderson. Can somebody give me a quick wave who would like to read after him? Greg. Greg is going to read, and then maybe Dave can read in the second round, round 2. Perfect. So Jim is going to lead, then Greg is going to read, and then maybe a student wants to read. Woo! Yes, we want students to read. If you have a poem, yay! Our first student performer, yes! Brave souls.
Okay. Put this thing down here so I can.
Get closer. I don't even know where to stand. Should I go off stage or stay here? Where do you want me to go? Somebody tell me what to do.
Wherever you're happy with. Oh, okay, this working? Good. All right, since the theme today seemed to be poetry bringing the world together, I've got I got 3 poems I'm going to read for you. One's an old one, and this is one that I wrote when I was living in Miami, and it's based off a place on 163rd Street that you might be familiar with called the Asian Market. And this proves that the old forms still work. This is a sonnet. It's one of my favorites because it won the $1,000 prize in the Writer's Digest competition. There is some money. Don't quit the day job, though, guys. It's called the Asian Market. Green tea and ginger flavors spice the air between the crowded shelves, packed tight with jars of exotic sauce and pickled pears, noodles, peppers, rice, and vinegar. The plastic Buddhas like to watch the show as shoppers gather herbs and weigh the fish, bag the beans and sprouts, find the miso soup, and gather items for their favorite dish. The sound of wind chimes seems to resonate with everyone who does their shopping there. From every part of town they congregate, from every race, from every class, from everywhere. Ingredients in a larger recipe as they choose their apricots and tea. Okay. And this one, I know just enough science to be dangerous, not enough to know it. This is called Technically Speaking. Technically speaking, heat is created by moving molecules bumping into themselves. How can you measure the warm touch of a lover's hand if not by degrees? Sound comes from vibration and travels in waves like the incoming tide as it talks to the sand and the stones. Music and whispers and sunset, rhapsody, a cappella, the sound of a kiss goodnight. Technically speaking, color is merely the bending of light. But how to describe the greenness of grass, the blueness of sky, the redness of a lover's wet lips? Light itself is nothing more than photons traveling at 1 billion feet per blink. Nothing can go faster than light. Nothing. Except perhaps love, technically speaking. And this is a brand new one, just published in the Horror Zine. But it's kind of horror, kind of not, kind of sci-fi. It's called Alien Kiss. I love how you can take on the shape of anyone or anything. Last week, you came to me as my beloved dog, who has been gone for years now. And last night, you were a college fling. I felt like I was a teenager again when things got hot and heavy. But tonight, you will return to me as my true love on the day when we first met, and I will relive our very first kiss. If you take some of my blood, drain some of my life's force even, it is just fine. Trust me, it is worth the price. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Anderson, for those beautiful poems. My favorite was Alien Kiss. Which one was your favorite? And now coming up to the mic, we have Mr. Greg Shapiro, a good friend of mine and a Chicago Hall of Fame poet. He is an amazing poet. He has his latest book out and he is coming to read from it. Please make sure you stop by his station back there and check out his book.
Thank you very much, Professor. Very grateful. I'm going to read 3 short poems from my new book, which is called Speaking in Italics. This is Novena of the North End. This is set in Boston. Novena of the North End. She knows you are pressing your nosy neighbor ear to the solid bolted door, holding your breath and listening as she climbs the warped, laughing stairs in her dangerous high heels and bleached, lacquered, swirled hair. You can hear her telltale lizard's tongue clacking against her formica teeth, her raspy breathing. She grips the splintered paint-peeled banister with her gnarled talons, propelling herself upward. When she reaches the 3rd floor landing, she knocks once, twice, and her half-dead daughter opens the door. They gossip and pray the rosary. They drink black coffee until their lips are as blue as tar. This is Famous Insomniacs. Madonna can't sleep because she's afraid we'll discover she's a fraud, and she'll have to move back to Bay City, Michigan, and take bubble baths in the tainted and toxic Flint drinking water. Marilyn Monroe couldn't sleep because her dreams were weighted down with premonitions of her early death, conspiracy theories, and visions of Madonna desecrating her image in music videos. And this is the end closes in like a storm. Comes up from behind, taps me on the shoulder, politely asks for directions like a tourist, how to get to the tip of the city, a southern extremity, where they're shutting down a factory, plugging up a leak in the system, a job to be finished, carried out, executed like a dance step, a bow, limited vocabulary, use of speech, hands fumble, fingers latch onto signs of expression, words stop up my throat, fill my cheeks, slam against my gums and teeth, lips sealed like a letter. I can only conclude it's over. Wait for the credits to roll on the screen. The word fini appear in boldface. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Greg, for that beautiful poem. I love famous insomniacs. Never knew Meryl Streep was an insomniac, being my favorite actress. And our first student poet, please give her a warm applause. Her name is Anaya Hope. She is here from Professor Jody Grace's class. We've partnered up with her 2 years in a row, and she is reading for her group. What is the name of your group?
We did Maya Angelou.
Oh, their group their station is the Maya Angelou Poetry Station. Maya Angelou is one of my favorite poets. Thank you. Please give her an applause. Thank you.
Ooh, y'all, I'm a little nervous, so y'all bear with me, please. Okay, so today I'll be reading Human Family by Maya Angelou. I note the obvious differences in the human family. Some of us are serious, some thrive on comedy. Some declare their lives are lived as true profoundly, and others claim they really live the real reality. The variety of our skin tones can confuse, bemuse, delight, brown and pink and beige and purple, tan and blue and white. I've sailed upon the 7 seas and stopped in every land. I've seen the wonders of the world, not yet one common to man. I know 10,000 women called Jane and Mary Jane, but I have not seen any two who really were the same. Mirror twins are different, although the features jive, and lovers think quite different thoughts while lying side by side. We love and lose in China, we weep on England's moors, and laugh and moan in Guyana and thrive on Spanish shores. We seek success in Finland, are born and dying in Maine. In minor ways we differ, in measure we're the same. I note the obvious differences between each sort and type, but we are more like my friends than we are unalike. We are more like my friends than we are unalike. We are more like my friends than we are unalike. Thank you so much.
That was beautiful. We are more alike than we are unlike. Please make sure you take a moment to stop by those wonderful stations if you haven't already done so. Congratulations. Do we have another student reader? Yes, that's why we're wearing these little blue ribbons for immigrant solidarity. This is from another table from Professor Jody Grace. Please give it up for, I forgot her name, but she is all the way here from Bulgaria. Her name is Araya. Did I get it? Welcome.
Hello, everyone. Our poet of choice is Javier Zamora, and this poem is Looking at a Coyote. Among 30 dusty men, the only wet thing, the mouth of the coyote, is a mini zoo we're from many countries, in which there are many coyotes. $500 and we're off. Think about it. It's the shortest verse of corrido. A Gila monster and a coyote are one. A Gila monster and a coyote and a gringo are one. Strewn bottles melt dirt. The coyote's tongue fills them. We don't know which to swat, the coyote or the throat, the mosquitoes or the flies. Gringos, why do you see us illegal? Don't you think we're the workers around you? We speak different accents, yours included, and we know también the coyote is suspect of what we say. When the coyote hears helicopters in Nike shoes, he trots Arizona. Nogales whores close their doors. The coyote trots Arizona in Nike shoes. The desert is still the coyote, must be tired. In his shadow, he sees searchlights. It's day all night, it's dusting and it's going to dust. The coyote rests under yuccas. Thank you.
Thank you, brave readers. We're going to continue the Poetry Festival. If you feel like you want to read, let me know, and I would love to have you up here. Leading our second poetry pause is going to be Mr. David Kolodny, and we're going to have, perfect, we're going to have you right after David at 2:30, so please, we'll keep an eye on the clock. Please make sure that you visit all the stations, and we have a creative writing poetry station right now over there in the round tables there, so please make sure you stop on by. Thank you. Cue the music. Thank you.
The next one's
Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. Welcome to our second poetry pause. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you. Amazing work, everybody. We can't do it without you. So kicking off our second poetry pause, we have my esteemed friend, Mr. David Kalatny, reading a poem. Dave and I go back many, many years to Converse College, and our two teachers in common, Denise Duhamel and Suzanne Cleary. David is here to read from his new book. Please give him a warm round of applause. David Kalatny. Woo! Okay. Please, Hello? Uh-oh. Mic check. Oh, that's how you fix things. You knock it. Hello. Okay. Please don't slam the doors while the poet is reading. Again, without further ado, Mr. David Kalatny.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thanks for having me. This has been fantastic. I don't particularly consider myself a topical poet necessarily, but there's just so much going on that you sometimes can't avoid it. And there was a very important news story that I decided to write a poem about. And I'll start with that one. It's called Britney Spears Arrested. I'm walking through Nomad under a laser beam of drizzling rain. There's no snow. It's late spring, and even with climate change, late spring snow is not likely in New York, but you never know. I turn down East 27th near the museum towards the Evelyn, iPhone 17 Pro exploding with the news flash. Britney Spears arrested. Britney has been to many parties and has acted perfectly disgraceful, but was never actually arrested. I take my spot at the bar and frantically seek details online. Britney, this is your first offense. You can't even hum, oops, I did it again. We are not your father locking you in your room. We are not even Kevin Federline. Britney, we love you. Get out. Thank you. This next poem I'm going to read for you is, it's in my new book. It's called Gen X Redux. And it was just recently nominated for a Pushcart Prize. Thank you. Whether it wins or not, I won't know for a long time, but the nomination is nice. It's called Leaving New York. Central Park's winter trees still brittle like the words between Simon and Garfunkel. Like silence and sound, I whittle what little time we have into splinters stuck in our skin, ripped and flicked to the curb like a cigarette. Your voice is a PSA at JFK. We've talked nonstop all week, only it seems minutes, maybe less. And I repeat, you should stay and let my name dangle from your lips like the scarf dangling near your lips. Let's name pavement cracks rising steam after that IPA at Dog and Bone. And let's listen to the subway glide below like a song. And let's take the long way back to your Upper West Side co-op or my Lower East Side walk up. I see you look at 30 Rock and you mumble a memory of a childhood trip to Radio City. As you speak, I yank off my gloves as the snow sprinkles like salt from a shaker to touch you, to keep you from leaving New York. Thank you. And the last poem I'll read for you is a brand new poem. In fact, it's so new, it's not even going to be in the book, but maybe in my next book. And it's an elegy, and you guys know elegies are poems celebrating someone who's no longer with us. And this is a poem called Elegy for a Coworker I've Never Seen in Person. Never noticed your fingers, your hands, but knew they tingled keyboards like pianos and concertos of memos. Never had the chance to chat at the proverbial water cooler or lunch in the break room. We worked so closely, but mostly during the pandemic, where all I saw of you was you on a screen, the one-dimensional Zoom square that kept us in touch. If you had 10 fingers, I wish you'd have told me. If you had 2 hands, I never thought to ask. Your height, your favorite songs, I didn't know and never will. Maybe your hands reached for clouds those last seconds you breathed and maybe the sky sang out to you. If I could have touched one of your fingers to hold on to you or to bring you close, I never wanted to more than now. Thank you. Oh, sorry.
Thank you, David. That was beautiful. Thank you for sharing your work with us and for being here. One more round for David. And now our brave student poet, Marianne, is coming up to the stage. She is going to read a poem. I believe it's called Souvenir by Warson Shire. She is from Professor Grace's class. Please give her a warm round of applause. She is so brave, y'all.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Mariana. Today, I'm going to be talking to you guys and reading a poem by Warson Shire. She is a Somali-British poet. Her poetry talks a lot about her experiences with war and leaving Somalia as a kid. So, Souvenir. I think I brought the war with me on my skin, a shroud circling my skull, matter under my nails. It sits at my feet while I watch TV. I hear its damp breath in the background of every phone call. I feel it sleeping between us in the bed. It lathers my back in the shower. It presses itself against me at the bathroom sink. At night, it passes me the pills. It holds my hand. I never meet its gaze. Thank you.
Thank you, Mariana, for that beautiful poem. Thank you so much for raising awareness to a new poet we didn't know of. And up next, we have Abby Sarmiento, who's going to read a poem by Rita Dove from Professor Grace's class. Woo, give her a warm round of applause, please.
Hello, everyone. I'm going to be reading the poem Vacation by Rita Dove. I love the hour before takeoff, that stretch of no time, no home but the gray vinyl seats, linked like unfolding paper dolls. Soon we shall be summoned to the gate. Soon enough, there will be the clumsy procedure of road numbers and perforated stubs. But for now, even the lone executive who has wandered this far into summer with his lasered itinerary briefcase, knocking his knees, even he has worked for the pleasure of bearing no more than a scrap of himself into this hall. He'll dine out, she'll sleep late. They'll let the sun burn them, happy all morning, a little hope, a little whimsy, before the loudspeaker blurs. And we leap up to become flight 828, now boarding at gate 17.
Thank you, Abby. Now, our Iranian mythology expert is here with a poem that he would also like to share. His name is Faray Kian. Please give him a warm round of applause, Faray.
My pleasure. Today I have some love poems from Rumi. Some of you perhaps know Rumi. Last year, I remember I read a poem from Hafiz. Basically, he said that everything the earth has is from sun, but sun never tells earth that everything is you have from me, and that is love. That's how love is. So I read some of the Rumi's poem, and I hope you like it. I wait with silent passion for one gesture, one glance from you. In the silence of love, you will find a spark of life. Like the shadow I am, and I am not. I am ashamed to call this love human, and afraid of God to call it divine. Oh God, let all lovers be content. Give them happy endings. Let their lives be celebrations. Let their hearts dance in the fire of your love. My sweetheart, you have aroused my passion. You touched as filled me with desire. I am no longer separate from you, from that touch. These are precious moments. I beseech you, don't let me wait. Let me merge with you. Thank you.
Thank you for that. I actually love Rumi. Rumi was a Sufi poet. And they were part of the tradition that used to, I think they're called the whirling dervishes, right? And they would spin around and then weave beautiful poetry. I love Rumi. Thank you for that. And thanks again for being here. I think we have one last reader, a student poet. I believe her name is Angelina. And she's going to be reading a poem by Lee Tyler. Oh, welcome Miss Brave Angelina to the stage from Miss Jody Grace's class. What an amazing group of students she has. Look out.
Hello. Actually, I'll be reading Leave Taking by Rita Dove. Okay. If I thought about it for too long, I would be seen for what I was. But trying too hard to blend in, I might forget myself and miss my pickup and be stranded forever. Oh, I liked humans well enough, although they were immature. The old ones dreaming the same dreams till the end. The young ones trying to forget they were headed there too. Also fronting over their bodies, working out, cursing and cooing. Yes, I was homesick. I walked towards the slope.
Amazing. Thank you so much. Another brave poet. Jim would like to come up back on the stage. Jim.
Why not? I'm messing with the mythology a little bit of Humpty Dumpty. I know it was based on a British cannon that fell off the wall and broke, but in popular culture, he's become an egg, so I'm going to go with that.
I always thought he was an egg. I didn't know he was
Well,
a
he used to be a big cannon that fell off the wall and smashed. This is called Humpty Dumpty Esquire. In my home, he's the lawyer. He had no business being up there in the first place. You'd think he'd know enough to avoid taking a dare after losing that last slip and fall case, even if the Royal Press Corps was there. He was a pretty good egg, they say, but he wasn't all that he was cracked up to be. He had thin skin, no hair, and skinny legs. Still, he could have amounted to something, maybe, as a judge, a minister, or a college dean. He might even have been knighted by the Queen if it weren't for his silly, unfortunate name. But it all ended up with his untimely downfall. And so he achieved lasting fame, after all, when he toppled off that stupid wall and scrambled up his brains in one huge, messy stain.
Amazing. Thanks so much again. Anybody last call for student poets or readers? Yes, Angie. Angie, and then, woo! I don't want to embarrass her, but she's one of my favorite students and she's amazing.
Thank you.
Here she is.
Hi, everybody. Thank you for coming today. My name is Angie. I'm from Dublin in Ireland, and I'm about to read one of my favorite Irish poets. His name is Seamus Heaney. He's very close to my heart, so I'm going to read one of my favorite ones. It's called When All the Others Were Away at Mass. When all the others were away at mass, I was all hers as we peeled potatoes. They broke the silence, let fall one by one. Like solder weeping off of soldering iron, cold comfort set between us, things to share, gleaming in a bucket of clean water. And again, let fall, little pleasant splashes. From each other's work would bring us to our senses. So while the parish priest at her bedside went hammer and tongs at the prayers for the dying, and some were responding and some were crying, I remembered her head bent towards my head, her breath in mine, our fluent dipping knives, never closer the whole rest of our lives. Thank you.
And that's why it's called international poetry, right? We got a little bit of Ireland, a little bit of English poetry. We're going all around. We had Rita Dove. Now we have Jada, I think, from Professor Jody Grace's class, going to read a poem. Thank you so much for your patience and for being here.
Okay. Hi, today I will read It's Fine Today by Douglas Malloch. So, sure, this world is full of trouble. I said, Lord, I had enough and double, reason for complaint. Rain and storm and come to friend me. Skies are often gray. Thorns and brambles have beset me on the road, but say, I'm fine today. What's the use of always weeping, making trouble last? What's the use of always keeping, thinking of the past? Each must have his tribulation, water with his wine. Life, yeah, no celebration. Trouble, I had mine, but today it's fine. It's today that I'm living, not a month ago. Having, losing, taking, giving. As time wills it so. Yesterday, a cloud of sorrow fell across the way. It may rain again tomorrow. It may rain, but say, I'm fine today.
Amazing. It is fine. So please go ahead. There's I don't think there's any more student readers, but there's 10 minutes left in the festival. Please go ahead. Oh, you want to come and read? Come on down. Woo! And she is from the Immigrant Awareness Table, right? Because you have on the little ribbon. What's your name?
Sienna.
Sienna. She is here to read for us.
Hello, guys.
Woo! Great, Sienna.
I'm actually not in a class. I just really like poetry. So this is So this is a piece I did last month for my competition. I've always loved the pool. My dad used to take me every weekend. My only problem was I didn't know how to swim. And neither did he, but somehow he taught me how to float, how to keep my body above water, even when it's trying to take me under. Next, he taught me to control my breathing, that panicking will do more harm than good, so I just need to breathe. Finally, he taught me that even though I can swim, that doesn't mean I can save someone from drowning. My father never learned how to swim. He never learned how to control his own breathing. I remember the first time I saw my father drown, but there was not a body of water in sight. My father was caught in a pool of his own addiction, couldn't keep himself afloat without a drink, and came home smelling like anything but chlorine. I thought, after so many lessons, he would learn to toss away anything weighing him down so he can finally breathe, attract attention so someone could help him out the deep end, but he never did. And I don't think he ever will. My father found comfort in the warmth of a bottle, safety in every sip, strength in every shot, and confidence in every cup, and still never learned to swim. Maybe if I was a better swimmer, I could have saved my dad, or maybe I should have remembered his first lesson, that even though I can swim, that doesn't mean I can save someone from drowning. Thank you.
Okay, we have one more, and after that, I will read one of my own. Please come on down. She is from Eye of the Bobcat, our very own arts and culture magazine. Big shout out to our Eye of the Bobcat arts and culture magazine. Make sure you stop by their table over here to my left.
Hello, everyone. My name is Annie Pinchinot. I'm with Eye of the Bobcat. I am a freshman. I love writing. It's something that I've always done. I love poetry. I find it so beautiful. And here I have this very small piece that I wrote myself. There is a girl who's bright as the sun, but as solstice as the moon. She is a girl who sits between light and gloom. Two halves, but put into one, rooted in the middle, rooted into one. This girl is pretentious and careful, quiet and soft-spoken. She is a girl who sits counting the cracks in the ceiling, patient, kind, and always healing. Always watching, always reading. But then there's me, boundless, free, and unafraid. Always running, always untamed, chasing the sun before it dares to leave. When she smiles, she shuns, she gleams. Two halves into one. One has the urge to be wild and free. One is methodical and as cautious as can be. This girl sits in between. Who is this girl? This girl is me.
So if I may be so bold as to read one of my own poems, in the spirit of things, I'll read one, an oldie but a goodie. I wrote this one a long time ago. And this one is for my mom. And this is the Cuban side of things, right? The International Poetry Festival. Now we're going to Cuban American poetry. And my poem is called My Mother's Tongue. My mother's tongue is slippery. She strings together words in limited broken syllables to make clumsy sentences strung together like a child's homemade necklace. She says to the telemarketer on the phone, anything else? She meant nothing else. She doesn't want anything else. Not want anything, she says, and hangs up abruptly. She tries, though. At work, she says, how you doing, my friend? Happy to see you. She beams a child's radiant smile. I am glad we can speak Spanish. With her broken English, she strung together a life in exile. She pledged allegiance to America, many nations under one nation, together, indivisible, under God. Amen. Anybody else want to read? I think we have 5 minutes, or we can go to the festival, whatever you want. Anybody else? Last call? Festival. All right, festival time. Woo, everybody, thank you so much for being here. We're going to close out. Thank you so much. You are amazing. Thank you for your help and for being here. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Annie. I appreciate you.